Hey, what's going on, dudes? Welcome to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude. You're right now watching an autistic YouTube content creator channel. Just to introduce myself, I'm from Melbourne, Australia, have autism, I have Asperger's syndrome, that's why I call myself an Aspie, and welcome to another Let Me Obsess video. We're actually just going to talk about anything, and it was only just yesterday that I've actually flew back from Darwin, from Northern Territory, to film some Walk With Me videos. So I filmed this on the 13th of July 2025. Well dudes, as a throwback, I just want to talk about Walk With Me number 6, stuff that I've done for episode 132 during the big lockdown that happened in 2020. So like I filmed this video back in September 2020, and that's 5 years later that I'm going to explore the same forest that I had walked through. Well dudes, there's a lot of difference in the scenery here. I wanted to show you the change of scenery and to take you through a bit of a re-walk or a walkthrough where I've actually done most of the filming. Well anyway, here we go. And if you check out the start of Walk With Me number 6, that's where I've done the introduction. Just to get yourself familiar with what I'm talking about there. I did kind of time lapse it. And now we want to return to where we were before. Well dudes, yeah, that's absolutely different. Absolute change of scenery there. And one thing I actually did miss when I actually filmed it was actually there is a gold mine there. There's actually a tunnel leading to a mine shaft that was featured in Walk With Me number 6. So I won't be going in there at all. Too dangerous to go in there. And something else I actually did miss is, here we go dudes, there's a much smaller one which happens to be a wombat hole. Well, this is actually made by a mammal or a marsupial wombat, just a koala that lives underground, and what I showed you was all man-made. I've just thought I'm actually going to come back to this part and I'll just quickly show you what I actually mean by that. In this part, that's where I actually did enter the forest. Just climbed that embankment there. And I made the steep climb going through a forest, just like I did Walk With Me number 6. And here it is today. That's how it looks like on the 13th of July 2025 compared to September 2020. And the purpose of these timbers was, or that forest I should be saying, it was all being harvested for timbers. Just to give you insight that it's not a native Australian forest at all. So I just thought it's just worth exploring there. And you can just see here, once the trees have been cut down, you can see how it's been replanted. It will become a forest again, just like what you've seen in Walk With Me number 6. And here's another one as well. So it's just been recently replanted in nice rows. So this is a cropped timber. It's going to sort of take maybe 15-20 years for the forest to even make a big comeback to what was once before. And dudes, and imagine the steep climb that I did back in Walk With Me number 6 to get right to the top of the road. And what I like to do this time is, I'm actually just going to walk down that road then. Well dudes, just made it to the top there. Where I am now is, this where I actually did stop and talk. Pretty much at the point when I was talking about blackberries. As I'll quickly show you this scene. This is a section almost near where I was filming the low-lying blackberries and having a fear that was going to destroy my shoes and destroy my pants. If you've seen Walk With Me number 6. And here I am in that present moment. And I want to get behind the camera, dudes. I just want to show you exactly where this was filmed. So before I do, you can actually just see the pile of logs. Yeah, that's what's left of this forest at the moment. And where I was actually filming the blackberry bushes was just up there, just next to that pile of logs. This is where I was actually filming. I'll only show you this again for a few seconds. Here I am again where these pile of logs are. That was in September 2020. And now that's how it looks like in 13th of July 2025. Well, dudes, and you can just see how big a forest is. And you can see this cluster of forest has been cut down. That's the Australian native forest that's not to be touched. And those pine trees, they're not from Australia. They're actually pretty much from North America, these pine trees. And you can see after chopping these trees down, there's a new tree being replanted. Well, dudes, I want to show you this gully. And what's so special about filming the gully right behind me? This is a part where I did film the magic mushroom scene. And I'll just show you. When it was all forested, you can actually see me walk down into that gully towards where I actually see those mushrooms. And that's what I did for special effects and showing you the beasts of the forest. And that's how it looks like today. And I want to get behind the camera and I'll show you. Anyway, my voice will change again. But anyway, this is something that's really awesome. Yeah, pretty much. That's a road up there. So you can just see, if you see this green thing, that's a drainage pipe. And basically, roughly there, that's what I did for special effects when I filmed all these mushrooms. Just exactly where that fern tree is. I am not going up there. I've got to take out respect there is new trees growing and there's no pathway going up there. And now you see this rocky path right behind me. If I wanted to, I can actually climb this rocky path. And where it's going to take me to is the White Star Mine. That is the tunnel that I was actually filming back in September 2020. And also, plus there's this mine shaft as well. I do not want to revisit the mine shaft or the tunnel. So like, I'd rather just stay down there. I'm actually going to show you the tunnel and the mine shaft as a throwback. Well, here we go, dudes. When I did find the tunnel in a pine plantation, that's actually called White Star Mine. That's what I've learnt. You can just see me just looking down there. And about 20 meters away from the tunnel, you actually see the mine shaft. Well, dudes, that actually looks very dangerous. It's not very fenced off. So like, I just thought I'll show you the mine shaft as a throwback. Well, dudes, I've just decided to stay safe in this, what once used to be a forest. The idea of this video is just to really show you the changes, how things always change. Nothing's the same forever. Well, dudes, that comes to the end of this video content. I hope you really enjoyed this little walk and learnt more about forest management there, particularly with crop timbers. Just like what I've seen in Walk With Me number 6, stuff I've uploaded back in September 2020. If you like what I'm doing here, please why not subscribe to Aspie for Attitude? That's all I ever ask for in terms of support. And also, please don't forget to ring this notification bell if you want to keep up to date with Aspie for Attitude. And also, please don't forget to like and share this video content around. That way, you're showing more support for this channel, Aspie with Attitude. Well, dudes, it was on the 12th of July 2025. I flew back from Darwin from the Northern Territory. Since I flew up there on the 6th of July 2025, it's given me a chance to get back into this colder climate since I was in a hot subtropical climate there. We're not anymore, dudes. And also, plus, in the description down below, you can find a link to all my previous works that I've done for Me Obsess. There's the segment that I want to keep going, or get this going as well, as I show you the forest. Well dudes, anyway, this is how I'd like to end this video. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed the walk, and I hope you enjoyed the talk. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, Aspie with Attitude, peace and respect, see you next time, I'm out of here dudes. See you next time.